Have you ever been to a concert and seen that one person on stage waving a little stick, not making a single sound, but they seem to be in charge of everything? Well, that's the orchestral conductor, and today we're going to figure out what they're actually doing up there.
I mean, really think about it for a second. You've got dozens, sometimes over 100 super talented musicians on stage. They all have different instruments, different music to play. So how in the world do they sound like one single unified voice? How do they stay perfectly in sync?
Well, the answer is that person right at the front. They're the silent leader, the one person guiding the entire group without playing a single note themselves. That's the conductor. So what are they really doing? It pretty much boils down to two main jobs that are absolutely critical for the music: controlling its speed and its volume. Okay, first step is tempo. That's just the musical word for speed. And getting the tempo right is everything. You play a sad piece too fast and it loses all its emotion. Play an exciting piece too slow and it's just kind of boring. So the conductor's number one job is to set the perfect speed and keep it steady. So how do they do that? Well, conductors use a really clear pattern with their arm. You see that strong downward motion? That marks the first, most important beat of the measure. It's like a visual heartbeat for the whole orchestra, and it keeps everyone locked in time together. The second huge job is managing the dynamics. That's the technical term for how loud or soft the music is. And this is what creates all the drama and emotion in a performance, right? Those moments that go from a tiny little whisper to a massive, powerful roar. And you can literally see the volume in their movements. When they want loud, powerful music, their gestures get huge and full of energy. But when they need a quiet, delicate sound, their motions shrink down, becoming small and super precise. It's a direct command for volume. And dynamics are also about balance, which is so important. You've got really loud instruments, like trumpets, and much quieter ones, like violins. The conductor basically acts like a live sound engineer, constantly adjusting the levels to make sure you can hear the right parts at the right time. But it's not just about speed and volume. The conductor is having a constant, silent conversation with every musician during the entire performance. It's pretty amazing. And they've got this whole toolkit for this secret language. The baton, that's like a laser pointer, making the beat super clear for everyone, even the people way in the back. Their left hand is often called the expression hand. It shapes the sound. And don't forget eye contact and their face. They can tell a musician to play with more sadness or joy, just with a look. Now, a huge part of this is giving a cue. So imagine you're a musician, and you haven't played a note for like 5 minutes. How do you know exactly when to come back in? The conductor gives you a direct signal, a point, a nod, a look that says, "You're up, now." It gives them the confidence to nail their entrance. Okay, but here's the thing. What you see on stage is really just the final product. The truth is, most of a conductor's work happens long before anyone is even in the audience. Seriously, a concert might only last 2 hours, but the preparation takes weeks, sometimes even months. It involves a ton of intense private study and countless hours in rehearsals with the orchestra. And it all starts with this, the score. This thing is the master blueprint. And we're not talking about a little piece of sheet music. It's a massive book with every single note for every single instrument, all in one page. The conductor has to know this score inside and out, better than anybody. So here's how it all goes down. First, they study that score until they practically have it memorized. Second, they interpret it. They form a unique vision for how it should feel. Third, they lead rehearsals, teaching that vision to the musicians, fixing things, shaping the sound. And only then, after all that work, do they finally conduct the concert. So a great way to think about the conductor is as a bridge. They take the composer's ideas, which are just ink on paper, sometimes from centuries ago, and they translate them into the living, breathing, emotional music that we all get to hear. And they do this for over 100 individual artists, all at the exact same time. The level of coordination it takes to pull that off is just incredible. So the next time you see a conductor, remember, they're not just a human metronome keeping time. They are the artistic director, the interpreter, the coach, and the leader who is responsible for bringing a masterpiece to life. I'll leave you with this idea. The conductor is the only person on stage who makes no sound at all. And yet, in a way, they are responsible for every single note you hear. It's a strange, powerful, and absolutely essential job.